Hey, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are reading for the current person you are involved with, okay? Haven't done that in a hot minute, okay, guys? So, I'll be time stamping for all of those signs. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will. And regardless of whether you have or not, do periodically check your notification bell. Those do get recalibrated from time to time on YouTube. And just make sure that you are still set to get notified whenever I upload and go live, okay? So, and of course, y'all, I've updated personal reading information. You can see all of that in the description box. It's more financially feasible, much simpler. And I'm now offering emergency readings, guys, okay? So you can see all of that below, okay? So let's get started with the Aries gang. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Their energy, your energy, and a probable outcome. Let's take a look, Aries gang. Let's take a look at your situation, okay? Let's take a look, Aries. All right. This is their energy. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about this thing, Aries. For some reason, your person, this could be a back and forth thing. This is either their perception of you or how they're acting. So take what resonates, okay? But in their mind, you know, I think they've kind of withdrawn, or they feel like you have, and that you're kind of acting cold and withdrawn. And, you know, I've got fickle energy here, possibly, and, you know, like in and out energy, perhaps, with this Nine of Cups in reverse. Sometimes that literally, the card means when it comes out in the reverse, you know, I thought this is exactly what I wanted, but now it's not what I wanted at all. So I don't know if this is their perception of how you're acting or how they feel, so or how they're acting. So take what resonates there. Now let's flip over to your energy, Aries, okay? All right, in your mind, I think your person, in your mind, your person is acting kind of egotistical, controlling, unstable, kind of irresponsible with this Emperor in reverse. Sometimes that is somebody that is very controlling and, you know, kind of narcissistic sometimes, okay? Even sometimes a little bit abusive. And I hope if you're in a physical situation that's dangerous, please get out, okay? All right, so, and the Six of Wands in reverse, you know, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think that you are really down on yourself about all of this, okay? And you're kind of wondering, you know, what's wrong with me, okay? And nothing's wrong with you, okay? Except that, you know, you just got to see your value, okay? All right? But the Six of Wands in reverse, okay? Clearly, you feel the stagnation in this whole thing, the withdrawal, the, you know, and maybe this is you withdrawing, maybe this is them. Maybe you're withdrawing because of the way they're acting, or maybe they're acting this way and withdrawing, okay? Oftentimes that all goes hand in hand together. Okay, so take what resonates. You know, I think maybe for some of you, you know, you may have very well gotten the love bomb to begin with, and then they kind of withdrew and started acting the fool once they kind of got you, you know, in their sights, right? All right, so, you know, here's what's interesting about this whole thing. All right, going forward, you know, it's almost like there's a recognition here on somebody's part that there is a lot of emotion. And I think it's probably you. I think you have a lot of emotion for your person, okay? Probably. And maybe it's mutual. Maybe it is, okay? Clearly, there's the thought that there is a lot of work that would have to be done for this thing to work out. You know, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is kind of interesting. You know, Ten of Wands in the upright, Page of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups here. You know, and this is kind of weird because it's confirming what I kind of already thought about the three cards you have pulled. I think that this thing, for the majority of you, I think you're going to work through this thing and heal it, okay? You've got the Ten of Wands, and let me tell you why I say that, and I was thinking that anyway. The Ten of Wands speaks to this. Yes, it's a lot of work, but one more good, hard push, and we can do it, okay? Page of Pentacles can speak to doubt. That can speak to some immature behavior and issues with family, children, or finances, okay? Whatever. But then the King of Cups is here, and that, you know, that's a huge court card. And so the biggest part of this, I think, that you come to realize is, okay, there's big love here, okay? I don't know that your person is really full-blown narcissistic if this is the case, okay? Maybe they're just acting irresponsible or immature in some way. Maybe that's why this Emperor came up in reverse, okay? But, you know, you've got, you know, the clarifiers that came out was the Star card and the Three of Wands. Both of those are cards of healing and working on things and moving forward and doing the energy work associated with this. Hope and healing and better days ahead and every reason to be optimistic. So I think, and then the Three of Wands is coming together, collaborating and working through things, okay? And so I think there is at least going to be some attempts to work this thing out and to kind of mature in all of this, okay? So that's going to be what I predict based on the current energies. I think there's emotion here on both parts. I just don't think maybe you realize it, okay? Maybe that's the case, okay? And again, this is somebody you're currently in communication with and involved with, okay? That's what this reading is about. And in this reading, Aries gang, I have pulled Aquarius in the major arcana and Aries, of course. And you know, the Emperor was in reverse. You know, you kind of not seeing your value, and the Ace of Cups was in reverse in your energy too. And I said, I think you were questioning your own self, and that certainly speaks to that, okay? And you have pulled Virgos as well. So you've pulled Virgo and Aquarius and Aries, and then of course you have pulled fire and water and air and earth, okay? So you've pulled every zodiac sign here. All right, so that's kind of what I see for you, Aries gang, all right? That's kind of what I see. All right, so let's go to the Leo gang. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward, Leo gang. Let's get a look for the Leo gang. Their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's take a look, Leo gang. Their energy. Okay, this is a strong soul connection. Woo! Strong soul connection. All right. A lot of emotion on both parts. A lot of high regard. All right. So there has been some drama. Yep, there has. All right, so here's the thing. All right, there's a lot of emotion here on both parts. And in the mind of your person, for what it's worth, Leo, you're their one and only. There is some things to overcome here. There's some obstacles. Your person feels like it's doable, though. They recognize there's a lot of work, but it's doable. Why? Because there's so much passion and emotion and magnetism here. And attraction. You're their one and only. Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? And, you know, maybe there's been some loss of spark along the way here. We're going to talk about your energy in just a minute. But this is a very, very intense connection, very strong soul connection, and certainly with a lot of potential. So it's up to you guys to both decide to do the work to overcome this thing. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. There's emotion all day long. And big emotion on your part, too, Leo. Let's talk about that. The very center. Right? Big emotion. King of Cups here. Magician card. Okay? You've got high regard for your person. You think the world of them in many ways. Okay? Now, you've pulled the Page of Pentacles in reverse again, which is, you know, the Aries pulled that too, which is kind of interesting. I think some of the issues here may have to do with family, children, or money. Take what resonates there. Or somebody acting maybe immature about some things or irresponsible financially. Take what resonates on that. Okay? But going forward, you know, you've got the Five of Wands in reverse. Overcoming drama. Somebody has a light. This is a card of victory here. Somebody has a light bulb moment. Like a lot of clarity comes into this whole situation, okay, with the Ace of Swords here. Truth comes to light. The light bulb goes off. Victory, a triumph over adversity. Certainly opportunity of moving forward. And the card of healing and hope and faith and balance and trusting the process and divine timing. So here's what I got, Leo, in all of this. Do I think that your person is willing to come to the table? Yes. I mean, and this, again, this is not, you know, somebody you're breaking up with. You're currently involved. Okay, that's who I'm reading for. But okay. But your person feels like it's worth it, okay? And it can be done, and they're willing to do it. And I think they will. The cards say that. You know, certainly energies can change, so take what resonates. But right now, what I see as the advice for you, Leo, is to be patient. And, you know, open up the lines of communication and trust the process on this thing and believe in the magic of divine timing. Now, that does not mean to let this person just talk the talk and not do the work, okay? That has to happen, and so do you, okay? Because right now you're right here. So if one of you works on it and the other one doesn't, you're vibrating differently and you'll miss one another, okay? So you both have to work on things that caused whatever the issues were associated with the work that needs to be done to begin with, okay? Because you both were vibrating on the same place. Does that make sense? And of course, Leo, Gemini, of course, has made an appearance, not once, but twice in your reading, right? We've got this ongoing thing with the Leos and Geminis and Cancers that I often joke about, okay? And Saggy has made an appearance as well, Sagittarius. And then in the minor arcana, you have water energy, you have earth and air and fire. So you have all 12 zodiac signs, Leo. So that's kind of what I have for the Leo game today. So I think it's worth it, depending on the situation. Of course, take what resonates. You know what your story is more than me. And this is a general reading and not a specific reading for personals, okay? So with that being said, let's go along to the Sagittarius game. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This is a person you are currently involved with. It's not past. It's not somebody coming in. This is somebody who you are involved with, Sagittarius. All right, so we're going to get their energy, your energy, and a probable outcome, Saggy gang. Their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward. Let's take a look, Sagittarius. What's the deal here? All right, well, there's emotion on the part of your, okay, there's emotion on the part of your person and you. Okay, there is emotion here. However, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think is the problem here. Your person feels like you're emotionally closed off, point blank, period. And like you're really overly focused on money and maybe being financially irresponsible and maybe a little bit obsessive with money, okay? And there could be addictions here. That's in your person's energy here, all right? Addictions and or obsessions, okay? Now, certainly there could be addiction that I didn't mention, like the traditional type, okay? Take what resonates there. But in your energy, I think that what you're doing, I think you're working real hard to try to distract yourself from this situation. Maybe you're focused on the job or whatever. But, you know, I think you're kind of thinking that it might be best to put this thing behind you. And you know what's interesting is in the probable outcome, Sagittarius, and let's just talk about it. Let's go back to your person's energy. Your person really, really has emotion for you, and they feel like you're their heart's true home. However, they feel like you have withdrawn from this, and it's because of the addiction and obsession. This is becoming more clear now. All right, and that I think the majority of you is what the issue is there's an addiction here on the part of your person, and you're kind of thinking it might be best to put it behind you. Well, going forward, here's what I see, and I mean, this is just pretty clear-cut, Sagittarius. All right, we've got the King of Swords, we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Empress reversed, okay? Certainly rejection, endings, and not only endings, but disaster going forward, okay? And this is cutting something out right here. That's what that's about. Pretty clear cut. Once I got the story and the addiction issue, if that's not your story, then so be it. But that's what I have. And it's pretty clear cut, Sagittarius. Your person has emotion for you to some degree, but they've got that issue over there. Now, maybe they're obsessed with somebody from their past. That could be the case too, okay? But they're obsessed or addicted to something. And I think you know. And I think right now you're trying to kind of distract yourself, but you're kind of thinking it might be best to put it behind you. Well, I'm predicting disaster, rejection, and cutting out. And I think it's you, Saggy. I mean, I know my Saggies. They ain't got time for BS, right? So it is what it is, you know. And I think it's a head over heart decision for you. I really do. Because I think you've got emotion for this person, but I think it's literally you saying it's an intuitive decision to cut this thing out. Otherwise, it's going to end in disaster if I don't. Yeah, that. Okay. So here we have got water and earth. and that's it, and air. And then you have Aries and Gemini for what it is worth. Okay, so let's read for all of the fire signs real quick. All the fire signs, all of the fire signs. What else do we need to know about these connections? Some overall thoughts and advice from the divine, right? As far as anything else we need to know. What else did we not get? What else did we not get that we need to know about these connections? Let's take a look. Anything that didn't resonate or what have you, okay? All right. All right. You know what? It's about sometimes making a judgment call, right? And in these dynamics, okay? Sometimes there's reconciliation and sometimes there is withdrawal from the fuckery. Point blank period. The Devil card speaks to addictions, obsessions, self-imprisonment, the need for shadow work, okay? The Hermit is all about withdrawing and working on yourself. The Knight of Wands is about putting anger and bitterness and all of those ugly emotions to the side by working on yourself in the right way, okay? And I like the way the Hermit is depicted here because you see the light that Hermit is carrying. That's the divine leading, okay? The divine guidance right there. And it's about building up your own spiritual muscles right here. That's exactly what that's about with the Strength card and working on you, okay? And so we have pulled in this part, we have pulled fire, of course. We have pulled Capricorn, Virgo, and Leo. There you go. So let's do this. Let's pull a Moonology for you guys. I haven't done that in a while. Let's pull a Moonology for my fiery gang, my fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's do that. Have faith in dreams, right? Regardless, right? Don't let pride get in your way. And there's some Leo energy right there for you. Okay? And let's pull a Romance Oracle for you guys. I haven't pulled from these in a while either. Let's pull a Romance Oracle or two. Let's take a look at what we've got. Love yourself first. How beautiful is that? You know what? You've always got to do that regardless. You cannot be anything to anyone if you don't put yourself first, okay? So that's the most selfless thing you can do. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Many blessings to all the fire signs, and I will catch you again soon. Thank you.